Merry Christmas, everyone. If you're here with me today, it's Christmas, and you can see it's really, really quiet here. I'd have Christmas music on, probably Elvis or Amy Grant or Kenny Loggins, but I don't know that that would go with the YouTube thing, because I think it has to be licensed or something. So anyway, here I am sitting in my kitchen. Jim and I already had our Christmas this morning. It was really, really quiet and nice. And I thought I would just pop on to say hi and Merry Christmas, because if you're like us and it's just a quiet day, I just wanted to say hi. And I think everyone, a lot of us are in the same situation. I did get to FaceTime my kids this morning in Idaho, and that was great. Got to see them open their presents. It's not the same thing, but it's better than nothing. And last night, Christmas Eve, is when we have always celebrated on with my family, and a lot of Lithuanian food, just a lot of food. And so I was gonna say drinking, but I don't know if I should say that for Christmas. Anyway, and we shared some presents. So I just thought I would step in to say Merry Christmas. That last candle I lit was for all of you. And I just thought I'd share a couple things really quick. I really try to focus on the reason for the season and say happy birthday to baby Jesus when I wake up on Christmas morning. So I hope that's important to all of you too. And so as you get older, you figure it's not about the gifts anymore, although it is nice to get good gifts. My sister Tracy gave us some great things last night. She kind of went overboard. But I thought I'd share with you what Jim got me. We said we weren't going to do anything, maybe a couple things in the stocking. And okay, I think it was my sleigh ride video that I kind of told on Jim that he ruined my Ginger scissors by trying to sharpen them with a regular knife sharpener. And so Jim, okay, I don't know what guy, I don't know, maybe there are guys that would have a clue. So I'm not gonna diss this at all because they're not Gingers, but hey, Jim surprised me, and he went out and he really put a lot of thought into it. And look at these Fisker scissors he got me. He informed me that they were the soft grip and that they were specially made for fabric. So we did try them. We each did a little slice, and I have to say they do cut just like butter. So I'm gonna be using these today. And then I'm wearing a really, really pretty soft sweater that Paige sent me, my daughter. And not to leave Sam out, I got to spend last night with him. He's here with us. So anyway, what I wanted to tell you is that I got the nicest, it makes me almost want to cry. I got the nicest thing in the mail from one of you Black Thread Studio peeps. And it just, don't we just need to lift each other up? Truly, I saw, oh, you know what I was watching? It was on YouTube. It was the Piano Guys, but I think it was from like 3 years ago, a Christmas YouTube thing that they did. It was all YouTube people singing, and they had people calling in and asking questions. If you guys haven't seen it, if I remember to link to it, I will. It just kind of popped up, so I found it. But it was all about service, excuse me, and giving. And Steve Sharp, what's his last name? The cello guy. He said something that really related to me, and it was about how giving service can be something as simple as a compliment, giving someone a compliment, and how that can just lift your spirits and make your day. And it is so, so true. And I do try to do that. I never thought of it as being part of service, but that was just such a cool thought to me. And then after I did that, after I saw that, I got this in the mail. And this was from Cheryl. She won the very first tassel. Cheryl's in Indianapolis, and she won the very first tassel, and she is so sweet. I think it's Cheryl Loves Cards, and Loves is L-U-V-S. Cheryl Loves Cards, and I know she's on Facebook. She someday wants to do YouTube, and anyway, she makes cards. So she's so sweet because look what she made me. So she made this card, and that is a picture of the tassel, our first tassel that we made, and hanging on her tree. Look at that card she made. The little bling on it. I love it, and I will cherish it. So I want you to notice this little baker's twine that she put around there, and I'm gonna read the card to you so you know the sentiment that she had in there. Heartfelt Christmas. Kelly, thank you so much for the tassel and yo-yo. Surprise, when you guys get a tassel, I also include a big yo-yo. So surprise on that. I love them. You are an inspiration with your YouTube videos. How sweet is that? I will get there eventually and share my life in a vlog as well. Have a wonderful Christmas, Cheryl. And then she wrote, hopefully this is enough twine for one of your future tassels to carry forward a bit of your first tassel. So I'm gonna try to put this as far as it will reach, just a little piece of it in the next tassels coming up. So Cheryl, I can't even tell you thank you. How I don't know, just how thoughtful and thankful. And I wanted to share that with all of you. And in her little way, oh, well, this is what else she sent. She made another card. So if you guys, I mean, how sweet. Go on to Facebook and go to Cheryl Loves Cards, L-U-V-S. She made this card, Deck the Halls, and she said, I don't quilt, I make cards. Here's one for you to save or send. So I have an idea of who I want to send this one to. Look at that cute bead on the top. Look at that. So cute, Cheryl, thank you. That made my day. So, not to keep you guys too long, I want to tell you what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing today for Christmas. I don't know how to, I don't want this to sound mean. I don't think it will when I say it, but, okay, this whole Flosstube on YouTube. Okay, I started out, my gram taught me all this handwork when I was, younger. And then she helped me make a couple prom dresses when I went to prom a couple times. And then when I got married, I thought I was gonna do this quilt, and oh my God, I wish I still had it because it was horrid. It was so horrid. Someday I'll tell you how I made it because I don't even know where I got the idea. But anyway, I cross-stitched. I guess that's my whole point, what I wanted to get to. I cross-stitched. That's how I started out. I will show you this at some other time, but I was going through some things, and I found the very, very first thing that I started cross-stitching, which was when I was pregnant with Paige, and I never finished it, but I remember, I'll tell you the story. I worked on it in the hospital the night she was born. Oh my God, what was I thinking? But I'll tell you that story someday. But anyway, watching these Flosstube channels, some of them, I'm thinking this is the part where I don't want to be mean, because you guys might be thinking the same thing about watching me. I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But then it was like I was sucked into it. And then I'm looking up all these Flosstube, and then I had to Google Flosstube. I'm thinking, what is Flosstube? Why is it different? So anyway, I found one girl's explanation, and it kind of went into like, it made it sound like it could be any kind of handwork. But then I don't know. So if you get Flosstube, let me know. I'm trying to figure it out, but I have to admit, I'm kind of hooked now. So I went down, I know many of you watch Kate, so, and I think we all relate to Kate because there's so many things that are similar. So I have old suitcases full of stuff, and I have this big wicker dresser downstairs and all the drawers are full, and I try to organize it. So I do have one drawer that's all cross stitch, and thank God I didn't get rid, when I was cleaning out the basement last year, I almost got rid of all my cross stitch stuff. I have so many books and linen pieces and things started. So I'm thinking, maybe I could be a floss tuber. I have all this stuff. Maybe I should be a floss tuber. So anyway, I have been following this girl. I know I'm kind of here and there. I've been following this girl on Instagram, Barbara Anna Designs. And it's, Anna is with one N. I don't know where she's from. I'm getting some kind of Spanish flair from her, but I don't even know. I wish I knew. But I love her cross stitch designs. I've been following her just because I love her artwork. So anyway, I am getting back into cross stitching. I went through my drawer and I picked through all this stuff. And I am gonna show you, one day that's what we're gonna do. So will that be a floss tube? You'll have to let me know. Anyway, on Barbara Anna, I didn't know this pattern that I've been looking at. You know what, I have to insert one at the end here, but I'm gonna show you. This printed out horribly because my ink was running out, but I think this is called The Light. Look at that fox with that dress on, carrying the light through the winter night. This was a free design on her thing. And there's another one called The Key that's kind of like a bird or a chicken holding a key, and they're all these kind of, I love so many different things, but if I had to say a style, her artwork is my style that I just love. So anyway, lo and behold, look what I did. I found this piece big enough. So I know what I want to do with this. So this will be something that will follow. I'm kind of a renegade. You guys know I don't follow directions or do anything like that. So, I mean, sometimes you have to, but, so I'm not following the colors that she's using. I found this old piece of fabric. I don't know what that is. And I know the cool thing to say is I have to unpick that, but there's no unpicking there. I am ripping that out. That is getting ripped out. So I started on, I'm doing over 2. I don't know what size this is. I have to get in on all this stuff if I'm gonna follow the Flosstube people. It's tiny. It's, okay, we're going backwards. Is it like a 10 or 12 count? Ada? I don't know, but I'm going over 2 because I want it to be big, because I'm gonna make it into a pillow. But this is her collar, and I will insert a colored picture of Barbara Anna's design at the end so you guys can see how cute it is. But this collar, oh, see, that makes my heart pitter patter. Look at those colors. I'm trying to use what I have. This is the Thread Gatherer silk floss. I'm using 4 strands. I do have other Thread Gatherer that I'm mixing in there, but the rest will be DMC because I'm just trying to use what I have. But yeah, who knew? You know why I stopped cross stitching? I couldn't see. I absolutely couldn't see anymore because I loved working on, I kind of got over working on this stuff. It seemed kind of country to me. So I was working on linen a lot, and then it got to the point where I just couldn't see anymore. And I am struggling with that right now because I need new glasses. Duh, I work in an optical department. You'd think I'd get new glasses. But anyway, I'm working on this. And yeah, we'll just kind of follow that. So I'm just chit-chatting away now. I don't have anything else good to show you or tell you. The biggest thing was the Fiskars, my sweater, cross stitch. Cheryl's beautiful cards. And before I go start stitching, I'm gonna make out my card because I know who I want to send it to. So I hope you guys all have a really, really just quiet, peaceful Christmas. A couple weeks ago, I had someone that I'm talking to tell me something. She said, well, it's called radical acceptance. Acceptance of the things that we just have to accept. We can't change it, and we might not like it at all, but we have to accept it. And so I'm practicing radical acceptance. And I thought I'd share that because that might be applied to a lot of you, all of us in different situations, with the way the world is right now, with things that are going on with your family, or, I mean, it could be anything. So in radical acceptance, we're gonna be happy today if we're home spending Christmas by ourselves. I'm lucky I have Jim here. And we're gonna go, we don't have snow, but we're gonna drive around and look at Christmas lights. And I'm so glad that Paige shares this with her family. When my kids were little, our traditional Christmas movie, maybe I told you this before, was Funny Farm with Chevy Chase and Madeline. Is it Madeline? Was it Madeline? No, Madeline Stowe. Anyway, you know, it's from the 80s, and it's really not a Christmas movie, but if you know it or watch it, you'll see why it could be a Christmas movie. Oh my gosh, I love that movie so much. So Jim and I have not figured out how to get the Roku hooked up to the big TV so we can get sound through the sound bar. So we haven't quite decided how we're gonna watch it this year yet. I don't know, it seems on some other years. I don't know if it, oh God, I'm just chit-chatting. I gotta go. Okay, I'm gonna go. Just Merry Christmas, and actually I'll see you guys tomorrow. So if you stop by just for this little Merry Christmas chit-chat, I'm so glad that you did. Okay, have a good day. Bye-bye.